There is a lot to be said about NFTs and their marketplaces. However, there's still an unknown method that you can use to earn extra income from them. Of course, you already know about NFTs, secondary markets, and other such things. But I am sure that most of you have never heard of this term before. In this video, I am going to tell you about a money-making NFT strategy known as NFT staking. We all know that NFTs are digital assets that could double up as crypto tokens. Well, an NFT can also be staked or hoarded in a platform without being used for their purpose for a period of time. The platform stores it only for safekeeping and governance through transaction blocking. Because the platform stores NFTs, users are locking up their NFTs. That allows the network to become more secure. In exchange for this, the users who lock up their NFTs get rewarded. The best part is that your NFTs get staked automatically if you do not sell them. It is really that simple. Basically, when there are too many transactions happening on an NFT network, the NFT network becomes more volatile. The programmers will need to work harder to keep the network from collapsing. When you block an NFT, you avoid multiple transactions and keep the network a little less busy. It saves the network a lot of energy and money, so they reward you for it. You can think about it like storing gold or any other high-value asset. An NFT stake adds to the liquidity of its NFT by increasing its value. You will find out more about this soon, so keep your eyes focused on the screen. Your earnings and rewards from staking are determined by factors such as the NFT's potential to create additional income like licensing royalties. You will earn higher rewards for NFTs with higher potential such as baseball NFTs or celebrity-signed NFTs. I will explain this in simpler terms. NFT staking is basically holding your NFT token in a cryptocurrency wallet. This means that you are supporting the security and operations of a blockchain network. Along with NFTs, you can also block tokens, such as cryptocurrency. But remember that you will need to be selected as a block validator if you want to be rewarded for blocking or hoarding tokens. To explain this further, I am going to talk about POS. Pay attention because this will be a little detailed. POS is the short form for proof of stake. It is a mechanism that allows NFT owners to put up their tokens as collateral to their blockchain network. By doing this, you block a certain number of transactions on the network. These transactions are then gathered into digital blocks that get linked together. Through your staked NFTs, you are strengthening the network and cutting down on its costs. The reason behind this is that when you lock your stakes, the network protocol does not have to validate any additional transaction blocks. By saving on all the resources that would have gone into this process, they can use their savings to reward you for your contributions by choosing you as a block validator. People who stake NFTs are called token stakers. As I mentioned earlier, staked NFTs increase in value. Token stakers usually gain an increased ownership of their token over time. The network does this by charging lower network fees, allotting freshly created tokens that add value to the staked NFTs or other compensation methods. You do not need to do anything for this. Just keep your NFTs and tokens in your wallet. When you stake an NFT, you are automatically entered into a proof-of-stake chain. These chains generate and validate the staking process for token stakers. When you engage in staking, you should also lock up some of your crypto coins. This provides further assistance to the network, and you get a better chance of being selected as a block validator. Apart from this, the process of choosing a validator is completely random. This is because the platforms want to ensure fair and equal selection of block validators. However, there is another way to boost your chances. Users who stake higher value NFTs have a better chance of getting selected as the next block validator. By doing this, your rewards will also be of higher values. Everything is proportional. I may have just said that higher value NFTs boost your chances of getting rewarded, but that does not mean that you need to invest a lot of money. The measuring factor is the total value of your staked tokens. So even if you buy 5 NFTs at $100 each, you will still get a little push for your validation process. You do not need to worry about how popular the NFT's artist is. You can still get rewarded even if you stake an NFT from an unknown artist. There is a small chance that this artist might even get some exposure on the network because of their staked NFTs. Now, I am going to tell you about a popular NFT game called Poco. It is a play-to-earn game from Pocoland that is based on the Binance Smart Chain network. They have recently started their own staking pool where players can stake their characters on the platform. Before I say anything further, take note of this. The staking pool started on the 25th of October and will end in no less than 4 or 5 months. That is when the official version of their latest game will be released. The players can put their characters in the staking pool for a certain period of time. This is completely up to the player, but remember that you cannot withdraw your characters whenever you want. Depending on these decisions, the character will be leveled up automatically during its time in the staking pool. In exchange for this, the player will receive a reward in the form of a Poco token. These tokens can be used to make in-game purchases. You can also exchange them for cryptocurrencies. The Poco topic currently has around 72,000 active followers on its publishing column in Medium.com. It is because of this game's popularity that the idea of NFT staking has been getting some attention now. The Poco game is a little detailed and the platform also has its own NFT marketplace. I will cover this topic, but not in this video because that will make me go off topic. Check the link in my bio for the video. Now, apart from the popularity of the character, there are some other factors to consider before staking. The experience points of your character are important for it to level up, so you will need a high-level character to gain better staking rewards. You can achieve this by using this character more often in the game instead of switching characters. You should also consider how many Poco tokens it will cost to upgrade the character. The upgrade happens faster if you spend more tokens, so try to choose the right balance between token value and time. Each character can only be staked once. It will not be possible to undo this once your character has been added to the staking pool. So please think carefully before making your decision. The pool will last for another few months, so you have limited time to make use of this opportunity. I am sure that Poco will include more staking options if they get a good response to this staking pool. But you must capitalize on the opportunities you have right now. To make things clear, you cannot use your staked character during your game. You can only unlock it after the staking period has been completed. You will be able to claim your reward once the staking pool is over, and it will be attached to your characters when you access them again. Also, you cannot list your staked characters for transfers or sales while keeping them locked. Now, I am going to share some useful tips about NFT staking in general, so take notes. First of all, you can try to look for other blockchain platforms where you can stake NFTs, but Binance is the best available option. So if you do not have an account yet, I strongly suggest that you make it before anything else. Next, if you are a creator, it does not mean that you cannot participate in NFT staking. For example, you can create an NFT and stake it straight away. If you have already listed some of your NFTs for sale, then you can buy it yourself or through a friend and stake it accordingly. You should do your own research before getting into this space because the value of your NFTs will be a great advantage. You should look for trending topics and choose NFTs that match them. For example, you should purchase a Christmas-themed NFT during March or April. The value for such NFTs will be low during this time as they will not be trending. You can keep it with you till November or December and the Christmas trends will be high. This way, your NFT will automatically increase in value and you will have a better chance of being selected as a block validator. What is even better is that once you receive your reward, you can sell this NFT in the secondary market and earn even more from it. You can use the same logic for other seasonal NFTs. You should also take care not to stake random NFTs because that will just ruin your chances eventually. The validation process is random, but only among equal values. If your low-value NFTs are not trending or do not have any potential, then you will not get any staking rewards. On top of that, you might not even be able to resell it. I am reminding you again that this does not mean that you need to spend thousands of dollars on a single NFT. Just be smart and choose the right options at the right price. Since this is a form of passive income, please do not overwork yourself and think of this like NFT trading. They are not the same. This method is more secure and has lesser risks, but trading has higher rewards. The staking rewards are also good, but they are not worth countless hours of research every day. A common mistake I have noticed is that people spend too much time on simple strategies like staking. Do not flood yourself with options, because that will only cause confusion. As I have mentioned earlier, just look for trends or upcoming artists when looking for NFTs to stake. This will narrow down your search and you will still earn a good amount of income. Finally, I advise you not to keep your NFTs staked for more than 1 year. The secondary market is massive and the potential for higher value resale is great. So you can earn your rewards from staking and also earn from sales. I suggest that you start looking for buyers once your NFT has been staked for 4 months or more. It might be a decent income, but you should also look for other opportunities. For example, if you are earning $200 from staking an NFT, then it is great. But if that same NFT can fetch you $800 on the secondary market, then the answer should be obvious for you. NFTs are tricky, but with the right research, patience, and skills, you can become a master of the industry. Check out this video where I talk about how you can make NFT income by playing online games. I will see you in the next video.